is Francesca and I am the CEO of iChange. And this is episode 2 of Francesca's Tips for Fundraising. This episode is about making appointments. So what we're going to go over today is appointments, obviously, but these are specifically appointments for visits. All right, so this is not an appointment for a phone call. This is an appointment to go and see people. Because if you are going to ask someone for a substantial donation and gift, you need to be seeing them in person, all right? So the way that you want to do this, the most effective way that I have found in all of my years fundraising, is to write them a letter beforehand, not an email, an actual personalized letter that, that commands so much more respect from your potential donor, all right? And it's so much more personalized. So write them a letter, and if you're doing it and they know you, wonderful. If this is a new, campaign or a new charity you haven't met yet, fine. If you are having, if you're from an organization outside or you're coming in specifically to get this campaign funded, you can have a volunteer write the letter, or you can have one of the board members of the organization writing the letter, right? But the basic thing is that your letter wants to say, hi, who you are, what organization you're from, that you're starting on a new campaign, and you're going to be calling sometime within the next couple days to set up an appointment, because it's really important that they get the information, right? Obviously, make it tailored to them and make it your own, all right? So this is very important, because then when you make the phone call, it can be very simple. You don't have to explain everything. And as well as that point of, it's very respectful to the individual and to the donor. And it makes it so much more personalized, which is great because you're building relationships. So when you pick up that phone, and you do have to pick up the phone and call them, and again, even if you have an assistant doing it, have your assistant write them a letter saying, hey, we want to have this conversation, I'm going to be calling you, or, Bob's going to be calling you, what have you, okay? So then once whoever makes the appointment gets on the phone, calls them, and, has the beginning very simple, quick pleasantries of the conversation, hi, how are you doing? How's Sally? That's wonderful, and then go, I sent you a letter a couple days ago. I want to meet with you in regards to this campaign for the community center. I think you know how important this is to me, right? I've served on the board for 5 years now, and we have some new exciting plans that I think you're gonna love. Would you be available next week, say on Tuesday or Thursday, right? Super simple, very cut and dry, all right? You need to stay focused. Your job is to get that appointment on the phone. Listen, be nice, be pleasant, but you need to be determined. You've got to get that interview. That is, statistically, it's 85% of the job. My opinion, personally, 90% of the job. You're never going to get a donation if you can't get yourself inside. And try and set it up for at home, all right? The difference is, people are so much more relaxed, and they let down their guard at home as opposed to someplace public or work or what have you. If you can get it at the home, much better, right? But definitely someplace that they're relaxed, they have their attention on you. Okay, so then good. So you're going to say your spiel very quickly, right? Just simply, hi, who you are, you want to get this appointment to talk about such and such. Then they're going to give you your reasons why they can't, or super busy, and then you need to listen and appropriately acknowledge what they're saying to handle that communication. So if someone says, I'm really busy, I have my schedule completely booked up, what you do is you let them finish saying that, and you say, you know what, I totally understand. And I wouldn't be asking you for this time if it wasn't really important that I see you and give you this information. I will try and make it as quickly as possible. but I really feel you want this information, and it would, it would just be such a pity if we waited and we didn't do it until much longer, and everything, the campaign got going and what have you, and you didn't get to find out about it, right? So that's one way. Another common objection is, oh, but I already gave you money and I don't have more money to give, right? Now what you say when that happens is, I totally understand. You are an amazing individual, and I really appreciate every donation that you have given and every donation you will give in the future. I think you know me, obviously, if they do know you. If they don't, then you make a promise to them, and your integrity is very important. So you say, I think you know me, and I am not someone who's going to put pressure on you. I want to see you do the best in your life, and I want to make sure you are safe and secure financially, and I wouldn't ever pose a threat in that regards, right? But I think it's super important that you hear about this campaign, because you're going to want to know about it, right? If you need to, depending on the person, and you know them and what have you, you might need to say, look, I won't ask you for another gift at this time, okay? But still, you need to hear this information. Don't say that unless you need to, right? Because if it looks like you can get a gift in that interview, wonderful. Sometimes, and often, it might take more than once to speak with the person to get one of those donations, all right? So especially, and the bigger the donation is, the more effort and work gets put into it, for sure, all right? And the more visits you have and what have you, okay? So other things people might say is, well, just tell me about it on the phone. You don't want to do that. Again, you are asking for a significant donation. It needs to be done in person, okay? So you can say, look, just be honest with them. Just go, I would love to tell you about it on the phone, but frankly, it wouldn't have a good result. You wouldn't get all the information. I would be hurried and, run through it very quickly, and I wouldn't be able to show you any of the material, and I have no way of doing this campaign justice on the phone, but I will be very fast. I value your time. Let's sit down for 30 minutes next Tuesday, right? Now, one thing is, say times like that, say an hour, say 30 minutes, what have you, your judgment on how much time you need, also how much time they'll be willing to give you, okay? I have often found that when I see someone and they said, I only have 30 minutes, when the 30 minutes is up, I go, look, I've taken all the time that you gave me. When can we sit down again and chat? They'll go, oh, well, we're already together. So why don't you just go ahead and finish telling me about it, all right? If they're willing to give you that much time, they'll most likely give you the rest of it, okay? Yeah, if there's other things that you guys run into, there's a host of different objections, but the really important thing is listen to what the objection is, okay? Understand it. Let them know that you hold them and you understand that objection and it's valid. But the bottom line is that this campaign is very important to them. You value them so much and you really appreciate everything that they've done, that it would be a personal transgression against them not to give you that information, okay? You would have to literally sit down with your priest and, and pray and ask for forgiveness and do some Hail Marys, because that's how important it is to you, and that's how much you value them as a donor, as a donor, right? You want them to have that information regardless of whether it's going to result in another gift from them or not, okay? Now, once you have that appointment, right, you want to definitely send them a letter afterwards saying, hi, it was lovely speaking with you. I can't wait to visit you next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Sincerely, Francesca. again, send it on your letterhead, right? Or if the volunteer made the appointment, have the volunteer send it. But get a letter sent out. That reconfirms the visit, okay? And then make yourself scarce. Do, become unavailable so that they can't cancel on you, all right? Yeah, because if they get through to you and they cancel, then you can't show up. If they haven't gotten through to you, you can show up and they will take that appointment. Okay, good. Again, if you have any questions, please comment below. Please like these episodes and subscribe. Have a good day.